We're shooting a whole Honda campaign. They've kind of created this environment that's it's called the Honda Dream Garage, which is the entire Honda product line. And the idea is that it's inside this big dome.
You have to plan ahead because the bubble needs to be built. Certain lighting needed to happen first, and then the art department needed to dress around it. And we had a tight schedule like you always do these days. So the inevitable question was, when's the bubble gonna be up? When's the bubble gonna be up?
So Tom designs the bubble. Each bubble is designed specifically for whatever size and shape they want the bubble. And it's kind of like a pattern, like a sewing pattern. So there's, different pieces, and he builds a model first.
When we did the tech scout, Tom, who's the bubble genius, brought a little mock-up which looked like just a trash bag cut to scale with a hairdryer in it.
Once I've satisfied myself that the model is working well, then I'm confident we can come out and build it for real. It's almost magical the way the thing comes together.
He already has the pieces cut, and the plastic is super special plastic. It's super thick. So you can open holes in it as long as you have a fan. And it's a special kind of fan, so it pushes a lot of volume of air.
As soon as it had been installed, they turned on the fans. 15 minutes later, voila, there was your bubble.
The light is all on the outside, so we don't have lights on the inside, so the light's all being diffused through that plastic, and it's so pretty, like the way the light falls off of everything. So we never relight, which is insane, because we're just always waiting for them to relight. It's because if you're shooting here, and then you're gonna shoot over here, you have to relight everything. So it's already all lit from everywhere.
Once we're lit, that's the beauty of it. Just move around and shoot, and not having to make a lot of adjustments, which is incredible time savings.
Working inside the bubble has saved us a lot of time, a lot of money. When we first started, we thought we'd be on 15, 16-hour days, like a standard car shoot. But we've really been on 12, so we saved 4 hours. Probably more than that, because we've had extra shots that we've been able to do working in here. Normally on a stage, a car, because of its reflections, reflects everything. With the bubble, we have this beautiful light and reflection in the cars without any equipment ever being reflected in it other than our camera, which is a very easy fix.
It makes a really pretty reflection on the cars, and also sometimes they pan up and they can see this blue circle. It looks like a skylight or something.
We were called in on this job to create a ceiling for the bubble, so we're basically creating a whole structure. And there's actually a big hole in the center where it will be open sky. So Claudio, the DP, lit it that way so that everything else is kind of the white light you get from just lighting from outside the bubble.
We're able just to light it pretty simply. I mean, I don't know if you could see behind us, it's just pretty minimal lighting that it takes to light the photobubble. And it gives us a lot of control. I could take a light on the outside and spot it around and find something I want, or light the whole thing evenly if I want.
The magic of using the photobubble and lighting with the photobubble is you light everything from the outside. The amount of lights that you actually use inside is very minimal. There are a few lights inside the photobubble that we're using. A couple lights to light the interiors of cars, or to add a little side fill when we're inside of a car. But mainly, 98% of the lighting that we're doing in the photobubble today is just from the lights outside the photobubble and adjusting the levels to whatever we're shooting. The ring light is very specific for this commercial. It's not something you do all the time because the color temperature of the ring inside is much bluer than the exterior. So it really looks like sky coming out of the ceiling. The reflections in the car looks like a skylight in the ceilings.
Basically, it's a truss rig. So they had to build the truss in a circle, lights all around it, LED lights, which don't draw a lot of energy and can go right up against that bubble and not have a fire hazard. So it was the perfect sort of low power, low heat LED lighting, rigged on a circular truss. And then we have a second circle truss rigged where we have a teaser hanging, which is just black duvetine, preventing any spillage of the light, focusing it just down, coming in through the top of the dome.
Should help with our effects in the end, just getting that little bit of light interplay on the practical elements.
It's just fantastic. It's just sciencey.
It's really cool. I like it. The whole thing is like a big art installation.
I'm sold, and I wouldn't want to shoot any car stuff without the bubble again.